Joe, but Oswald steps in and grabs him. Now they got him back in their corner. Joe grabs the pressure hold again. Dundee, headbutt, series of them. And again, he was headed for the corner, but David Oswald was in there. Tommy Rich finally brings that to a halt. He smacked Oswald and then headed back outside. He was trying to get back in position to get the tag, but he and Dundee just missed by inches. Oswald with Dundee in the air. He body slams him right in the center of the ring. Billy hooks him down. 1, 2, 3. He's got him in the small package, and Bill Dundee in trouble for the entire second fall, virtually. Gets the small package on Mr. Oswald, turns the tables on him, and has got himself not only a win in the second fall, that's going to give him the match 2 straight falls.
Oswald hollering and screaming. It was only a 2 count in there. It wasn't a 3 count. It was, in fact, a 3 count. Tommy trying to keep Gypsy Joe away from Dundee. Oswald attacks him from behind, and Rich goes to get Oswald out. Bill rolls out of the ring. Tommy over to the side to help him out, and it's going to be 2 straight falls, but boy, that's one that Dundee's going to remember for a while, Dave.
Rugged fall.
He really was battered around in there, but came up with the essential thing, and that's the win in there. 2 straight falls. Good one. We got plenty of action. We'll get to it in just a moment.
All right, coming up here, Tony Charles, Pat Hutchinson climbing into the ring. This is going to be a 1-fall, 10-minute time limit match. And with the official introductions at 197 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee, on the left of your screen, Pat Hutchinson. And from South Wales, Great Britain, at 225 pounds, Tony Charles. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit match. 15-minute time limit match, I'm sorry. 1 fall, 15-minute time limit. The referee is Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, the jackets come off, Davey, and we're about ready to do it. Bell time. Here we go. Championship Wrestling. Lance Russell and Dave Brown at ringside, and we're looking at, pardon me, one of the premier junior heavyweights in the entire world, Tony Charles, going against a young guy. Look at Pat Hutchinson. Boy, went with an aggressive leg dive. Tony slid back, blocked it on it, rolled him over, but Hutchinson's up and out of it, back at it again. Tony in with this youngster who is showing no fear whatsoever for the outstanding Mr. Charles. And look at Hutchinson, roll him up in there. Tony hanging on to that side headlock. Charles hooks it around, takes him over and down, and the superstar, hey, Billy, and Tommy Rich out here as our match goes on. Yeah.
We'd just like to take a little minute of your time here, Lance. That guy up there in the black tights is one of the nicest fellas in the wrestling business. There's nobody no nice. In the dressing room, he's always laughing and joking, and he's just a real family guy. Tommy and myself would just like to do something to help the Tony Charles Fund. When all the towns this week we're going to go, and we're going to get a big stack of pictures. We're going to take them down. We're going to sit them down on the table. We're going to have a big jar there. We're going to give the pictures away free. But anybody wants to put a little donation in the jar, gets the picture, they'll get it anyway, but it'd be much appreciated to just drop anything, a penny, 2 pennies, $1, whatever you can afford in the jar to help that guy right there, because he's one of the coolest guys in the wrestling business.
Hey, well, that's great. I think that's tremendous of both of you guys to be doing that. The pictures will be given away, but obviously we'd appreciate a donation to the fund.
Yes, sir, Lance, just like Superstar said, Tony Charles is one of the nicest guys I've ever met, and since I saw the light, he's done a few things for me, and Super and me was talking about it and wondering how we could help the guy out, and we figured that'd be the best way, get a bunch of pictures and have that jar there, and we're going to sign the pictures and give them away, and anybody wants to give a donation, we definitely appreciate it.
Okay, Wildfire and Superstar. All right, let's thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it very much. Back in the ring. Well, that's kind of feeling that everybody who knows Tony Charles has. Pat Hutchinson trying to roll out of that Boston Crab. Can he get to the ropes? He got a piece of it and pulled it over, and Tony backs it up. He almost had him there. He was rolling him into that Boston Crab, Dave.
Yes, sir. Well, I tell you, Boston Crab, one of the most punishing things that a wrestler can find himself in.
And Tony knows how to put that thing on there,
He
as
does
with
indeed.
everything else. It's the right way. Oh, boy. Tony jerked him up, Hutchinson up in the air, popped him down on that backbreaker. Great move in there as Hutchinson on the ropes. Hate to belabor the point, but I think with Bill Dundee and Tommy Rich and what they were telling the fans, he's just about got him over. Tony trying to see if he can stretch. Hutchinson pushing up on the right side, trying to avoid being caught in that trap. He gets over. This could be it right here. Tony Charles hanging into that Boston Crab, and he has really got it right. He's got the legs bent back and the body down, but Hutchinson makes it to the ropes over there, and Tony's going to back it up.
Hutchinson stepped out of the ring there, man, to try to get that backbone lined up again the way it's supposed to be. He's had the pressure put on it.
What we were saying, it's not a gesture by Dundee and Rich. It's a genuine feeling that they have for Tony, and I think most of you were not going to stay on that point, the problems that Tony had and the fun that has been created, and Bill and Tommy going to be at the matches in the area and giving the pictures away, and hopefully you'll be making a donation to the fund in there. Okay, Tony down with it. Pat Hutchinson, he's been scrapping good, I'll tell you.
He has indeed. We're almost 4 minutes into it. 3:54 gone right now in the match.
Tony had him for a 1 count, and you see that infectious grin that Tony has when Pat was able to kick out of it. He, I think, just as much as you and I and the fans enjoy seeing a young fella come along. Tony, obviously, a big favorite in this count of 1, but look at Hutchinson again. He's scrambling. He really goes for a leg dive. Tony slips him, takes him around behind, but he's too close to the ropes. And Pat Hutchinson battling all the way with Tony in here. He's got his eye dead on him. Charles made some super moves in there, but Pat's been scrapping away. Standing side headlock. Takes him away from the rope. Boy, there's that forearm uppercut. Man, it's a beauty. Pat coming out, goes for the legs. Tony sprints, blocks him, rolls him over. 1. And Hutchinson again is out of it. But look at Tony, stay right on him. Into the row. Oh! Ooh,
what a drop
kick.
kick.
Him with that drop kick. 2, 3. All right.
Well, we talk about matches where young guys gain experience, but in this match, good experience for Pat Hutchinson in that every move that was made in there is something he can file away in his memory, and because he's going against a veteran who knows the moves, and, well, he got them used against him, but maybe it'll help him later in his career.
Tony over there seeing that he's okay. Boy, he really straightened him out with that doggone drop kick. He gives Pat a pat on the back in there, and that's the way it goes. And just as great a winner as you will find anywhere. He's some kind of wrestler indeed.
5 minutes the time.
5 minutes, right on the button. And by golly, I'll tell you what, that isn't the only action that we saw. That may not have been the same kind of action, but we would like for you to see a match that took place between the Dream Machine and Carl Fergie. I wish I could say that it had the same kind of sportsmanship. Let's take a look at it. Started before we did. You can see Jimmy Hart over here wailing away on Carl Fergie, the Dream Machine, his first appearance in the Coliseum. Backdrop. He's going against a good one in Carl Fergie, I'll tell you that. Dream Machine, pounding away, stomping away, doing it all on Carl. Referee Paul Morton telling him about the fist, but not doing one bit of good. Hart over here saying, work him over, work him over. Fergie in the corner, pulled out. Takes a big elbow down in the middle. Carl Fergie, we're coming up not too far from the, and that's going to be it. That is going to be a submission for the Dream Machine in 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Dream Machine won't let go of it. Be a good time to disqualify him. As the referee telling him to let it go, and he's